Good morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a great day. It is a great day to be alive. It is a miracle I'm alive. Um, and I thank God every day for that because we all go through our trials and tribulations, but I want to make this video and, kind of share some of the experiences that I've had over the past few years. And, kind of reiterate the fact that, we are in a spiritual battle. And I believe God wins in the end. And, it goes back to a core belief from me as a child that I believe that good triumphs over evil. And, you got to stand up and use the tools that you have in order to fight back. So, I want to continue on. I spoke about the harassing phone calls. And also, how you're monitored and the things, how can I say it? I think some of their operations are the things that you're into or that you love or that you're interested in can be used. They take that information, distort it, and try to use it against you. Okay. Whether it be news or the arts or who you follow on social media, who you're watching on YouTube, that type of thing. I'm really interested on how this comes out to see if there's a correlation between the people who were monitoring me electronically and the interaction with the other people that that I was interested in and watching it. Very, very interested in that because we'll see. We'll see. Some of these folks are not with us anymore, okay? And I'm leery about that. I really, really hope that we don't find out that any of my, local gang stalkers were part of, taking anybody out. But don't put anything past them. Okay. So I want to continue on about the telephone harassment and using that as a weapon. So I spoke a lot about the Heritage Foundation. Okay, and you gotta excuse me. There's a change in the weather. It feels like fall this morning after it was warm. So, but anyway. I spoke a lot about having, using the Heritage Group as a reference on this critical race theory. And, as a credible source and credible resource in order to get good information and also pass on information if you have it. So, and this was early on. I received a call from someone who, they say they're setting up an office in Warren County, part of the Heritage Group, okay? And the thing about it is they sure did not sound like they were part of the Heritage Group. They were coming to me with, with that angst and that, meanness and hatefulness in their voice, like we're taunting you. Hey, come on and join our little soiree that we cooked up. Maybe out of monitoring things that I'm into and things that I'm interested in. Okay. And the other one was, and I can't recall if it was directly from the office or just a mention of political offices there in Lebanon. Okay, so I'm not going to pinpoint that one. I'm just going to say that one of the telephone calls was on a reference to politicians there who have their offices in Lebanon. So these things are real, and once you start voicing your opinion and thinking out of the box and trying to contact people to try to help you or just have your postings on social media, these are the things that happen. Okay, especially if you've been blacklisted by the community, and you're on the government's watch list as a targeted individual. So anyway, it's real. It's real. The other part was, okay, I went into, I was shopping for cars. Okay. So I did a test drive where they came out to the house and, excuse me, where they came out to the house and picked me up, and we did a little test drive. Okay. So, again, we were on the small talk, little bit of business, and that morphed into the personal things, these type things. So, okay, so the story went something like this. Okay. And this car dealership was, it wasn't Warren County. It was, I believe it was the old Laughlin Motors, basically, to be quite honest. But anyway, the conversation went something like this. It was, there was a person, or we had a customer who was going to buy this car or something similar, whatever. But he put it off because he didn't think he was going to survive. That's why he didn't buy the car. And that's what the delay in buying the car was. Okay, so that rang a bell right there with the young lady. All right. The reason why is that was a little too close to my own scenario. Okay. Without saying these things, okay, she had articulated a period in my life that was very hurtful and very painful. Okay, but truth is the truth, so it was spoken, and those things came to pass. Needless to say, I didn't buy her car. Okay, I don't want anything to do with it, to be quite honest. But it it did. Again, here you go. With the car dealerships, car repair, telephone, uh, electronic surveillance, directed energy weapon, gang stalking, neighborhood, neighbors that are always on the watch, whether on foot, on motorcycle, in their cars. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And again, things got worse at an elevated level once you start speaking at school boards or the city council meeting. It really gets a lot of attention, especially when, okay, there is, how was it put to me? Marketing research against people, number one. The other thing is, I believe there was controlled opposition in some of those scenarios. Okay, not with the school board, but with the city council. Okay, so you try to put your 2 cents worth in, and you're not part of their group. Okay, that gets a lot of attention, especially when they're not used to that kind of opposition or that kind of outside of the box, which is really just our rights as Americans. Okay, let's not mince the words. Okay, so if you get retaliated by your own citizens in your own city, okay, when you're just trying to speak your voice, but you're not part of their group or part of their controlled opposition for the opposition they're trying to put onto city council so they can manipulate people's thoughts or their votes or how they want things to go, you get a lot of attention, okay, and there's no two ways about it. So it's a battle, okay? It's a battle that you cannot give up. And no matter what their positions are in the city or the school board or government, these things, they're going to retaliate, okay? That's why, it's a spiritual battle, and for me, I couldn't have done it alone. There's no way I would be here talking to you today if I didn't have help from God in order to get through these ordeals. Okay, so the other thing I want to say is, Faye and Lanny Matthews, I am calling you out. It is time for you to tell the truth, okay? It is time to come clean about our side of the family and what started this whole thing many, many moons ago. Look, I saw you when I was young, okay? Looking in after Grandpa died, okay? Looking in with your brother, making plans how you're going to divvy up all these old antiques that are very nice and very beautiful. Okay. So there's no love lost for anybody, right? Okay. So let's not pretend. I need answers. Okay. I need answers on Stubbs Mills Road. I want answers on Stubbs Mill. Answer on Zamiri Stubbs. I want answers on Stubbs Mill Bridge. I want answers on uh, Stubbs Earthworks. Okay. I want answers on anything as far as inheritance or cut out of wills, or who knows what kind of felonies you've been involved with your cronies up to these years. And if there's any money owed, it needs to be paid. Today is Ides of March, I do believe, right? And if you're in tune with Rest in Peace, Kay's burial, and you got an Irish band in there, then you're in tune with Ides of March, and you need to pay up what's due. Okay? So, let me leave it at that. All right? Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. God bless America. And keep on keeping on.